Good morning, and thank you so much for joining us here today on our devotion time. I woke up this morning, and for some reason I had the 100th Psalm on my mind this morning when I woke up. I can remember when I was in school as a young boy, we used to actually read Scripture in the classroom. We would have prayer in the classroom. One of the children would read a portion of the Bible. One other of the children would have the prayer. And then we would do the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. That was just something I grew up with, something many of you may have grown up with, and something that is vastly missing in our school system in this generation. But when I woke up with the 100th Psalm on my mind this morning, what I began to think about is just how this declaration that David makes in this psalm really just reminding him of who God is and who He is. And there's a balance there that we have to really embrace and understand as we go through this life, is that God has His position and we have ours. And where we struggle the most of our lives, where we go through things and we struggle with them, is when we get that out of balance, when we think that we are responsible for more than we are, when we take on more responsibility than we need to take on, when we carry more burdens than we are meant to carry and built to carry, instead of giving those things to God, that's His position. He is the one who is to lead us, guide us, direct us, and help carry our burdens through this life. And if we ever miss that, then what we do is we bring a lot of unnecessary worry, anxiety, burden, frustration, guilt, regret, all of those things that are from the enemy, all of those things that are from the flesh. We begin to carry those things around in our lives, and what happens is that forms a pattern in our lives of destruction, of discouragement, of depression, of feeling like we're not worthy. All of these things happen because we carry things that we were never meant to carry. So the 100th Psalm is a psalm maybe we all grew up with. We all know, learned it in Sunday school. We've heard it preached or portions of it preached. But I want you to listen to it in its entirety this morning. It's not but 5 verses, but it's 5 very powerful verses. Because what it does, it establishes who God is and who we are. Now listen to what it says. This is a psalm of praise. That's how it starts out. A psalm of praise. Make a joyful noise unto the Lord, all ye lands. Serve the Lord with gladness. Come before His presence with singing. Know ye that the Lord, He is God. It is He that hath made us, and not we ourselves. We are His people, and the sheep of His pasture. Enter into His gates with thanksgiving, and into His courts with praise. Be thankful unto Him, and bless His name. For the Lord is good. His mercy is everlasting, and His truth endureth to all generations. That's a wonderful, wonderful passage or chapter in the Bible, the 100th Psalm. He tells us to serve the Lord with gladness, not with a burden, not with some kind of feeling like we are obligated to serve the Lord because of what He's done for us. We are, in a way, but we should do it with gladness and willingness, knowing that He has not only saved our soul, He has given us a tremendously wonderful life to pursue. And then the balance comes in verse number 3. When he says there's something we need to know. That means there's something we need to not just know as far as knowledge, but we need to understand and walk in the wisdom of knowing that the Lord, He is God. He is the master over us. He leads us, guides us. He created us. He sustains us. Everything we do He can orchestrate and make even the bad things in our life turn out to be a blessing. We know that from Romans 8:28, which says we know that all things can work together for good to those that love Him and are called according to His purpose. So that's God's position. And then it says, He made us. We didn't make ourselves. Anybody who says in this world, I'm a self-made person, I came up from nothing and I worked and I did all these things and I made myself great, they're fooling themselves. God may have given you opportunities. God may have opened doors. But at the end of the day, you may have put in the work. You may have done what was your part. But don't ever, ever underestimate what God's part was in it, of blessing you, of opening those doors, of giving you those jobs, of giving you purpose, of giving you wisdom, of giving you the knowledge to know how to do the things that have helped get you to where you are. Never think that you made yourself. It is God who made us, and not we ourselves. We are His people, and we are the sheep of His pasture. He is our shepherd. So today, when you go through life, when you wake up, remind yourself of the 100th Psalm and say, God, I know who you are, and I know your position. I follow you. You don't follow me. So give me direction today, Lord, on the path that I need to take that'll help make me the best version of myself. Not for me, but to glorify you. Today you be safe, you be strong, and you be blessed. And you be the type of person today that says, I belong to the Lord. I am the sheep of His pasture, and He will care for me as a shepherd cares for his sheep. Lord's will, we'll see you back here again tomorrow. Until then, I sure hope you have a great day.